Good evening. It is Tuesday, the 20 something. Who even knows? Approaching the end of April is what I'm saying here. I am working on a hoodie for my baby sister, who is not so much a baby anymore. It is made of this lovely Moomin fabric. Yeah, I've got fronts with pockets on them. The pockets aren't nearly as attached as they will be, but for now they're on there, and that's enough to start adding these things to the back piece. And after that's done, I am going to start top stitching everything. And that's pretty much it. The shipment with my foldable folder elastic, something like that. The foldable elastic it's waiting to be picked up, or ready to be picked up. I'm not going to pick it up today yet because yesterday I had a meeting with my personal trainer, and today I am hurting. So I'm going to let myself hurt today. Today only, one day only. And while I am doing that, I will catch up on all the things that I need to get done otherwise, which includes working on this hoodie, because this hoodie is going to be fabulous. I'm hesitant to commit to any project beyond the one that I'm working on right now, because there are so many fun projects that I could be working on that would all also make my life a little bit better. So what's a girl to do? A woman, whatever. So yeah, who knows? In any case, I will now sew the shoulder seams, and once the shoulder seams are done, I will start top stitching all the seams that I have finished at this point. And I need to do it in that order because I can't set the sleeves in before the top stitching is done for basically everything, because there's top stitching that needs to happen on the shoulder seams as well. And I don't actually want to finish that bit of sewing, so that is going to have to go into the serger. And that means doing it before I do the top stitching on the shoulders. Wait, what? What am I saying? Did I mention I'm tired? I'm very, very tired. So anyway, sewing now, and I will see you on the other side. Alright, everything is now top stitched. Everything except the armholes or the sleeve seams. Anyway, those things. Which means that now it is time to attach the sleeves. And won't it be glorious? Let's attach the sleeves. Alright, the sleeves are attached. The next thing I need to do is I need to press them so that the seam allowance, or the seam, anyway, so that the bits on the inside, this stuff, is toward the body, so that I can top stitch that, and then I can top stitch, then I can do the side seams, and after that I think there's nothing else for me to do before I get stuff in from the the stuff and things. So after I finish making this into something that looks more like a shirt, I need grommets for the hood so that I can make these kinds of snazzy jobbies for the thing, for the stuff to, for the strings, for the hoodie strings. My goodness, English is difficult. Anyway, I need to do that before I can attach the hood. And before I can attach the hood, I need to get some... I need to get the zipper that I need to attach. So this is how the book tells you to attach. Where is it? There. So this is how the book tells you to attach. Except mine is just a single layer, so that's not going to happen. In any case, that all is going to have to wait until tomorrow. It's getting late enough, and I'm running out of battery, that I need to get started on my actual work. I got distracted on Murderbot Diaries. There was a new Murderbot audiobook that came out today, and I needed to listen to it. And now it's gone, so I need to work on other stuff than sewing, which means that I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. There is a slight bit of time before I start my work day today, and I'm going to use it to top stitch the sleeve seams, connecting the sleeves to the body. I pressed them already earlier, and that means that I can top stitch them, and then if I can manage a lunch break, I will then do the side seams at that point, and after that I'm going to be done with the hoodie for a while, probably until I get the package with the zipper. I should have a package with the grommets so that I can get a good place for the hoodie strings to go. Waiting for me in the local post office, or it's a package locker. Anyway, I should have that, so I can probably take a little bit of time tonight to finish the string bag. The thing where the string goes into, whatever its name. In Finnish it's nauhakuja, which literally translated would be string alley. I'm pretty sure that's not it, but I prefer the Finnish version. So let's call it string alley then. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much all I can do for the hoodie for now. I swear, someday I will learn to make sure that I have all the stuff that I need for a project before I start it. This was not that project. Anyway, I will see you on the other side. Good afternoon. So here we are with another dilemma of what am I going to do next. So the Moomin shirt is hanging over there. You can sort of see it in the mirror in my background. So that hoodie is going to be at a standstill until I get the zipper that I ordered last week. And who knows when that's going to come. I mentioned before that I have a package that should contain the foldable elastic, but I can't get to it at this point. And, well, that's going to come later today. I have a number of ideas of what projects I could do next. I'm trying to figure out which would be the best. I've got the trousers that I really want to make. Those are going to be really cool. I've got underwear by Muna and Broad. That's going to be fun. I've got, what else do I have? The underwear, alas, has the same kind of problem that I don't have foldable elastic right now, and I've got some in the order that's waiting for me today, but I can't remember how much. There should be plenty. But on top of those things, there's also these really cute pajamas that Seamwork put out. They're called Cal pajamas, and they're darling. So I could make those. I could make a tunic. I could even make I could make another hoodie for myself. I've done this thing where I've taken apart my favorite hoodie because it was falling apart, like literally falling apart on me. Yeah, so I've taken that, my favorite hoodie, apart, and I could use that to make a pattern for a new one. I've got the fabric. I don't have the serger serger thread, and that's also coming for that hoodie in an order where the zippers are. So here we are. We have a number of projects that I could be doing, all of which are lacking something that is quite crucial. So the question then remains, do I start a new project, or do I start working on an old project? Those two are waiting. The Harrison shirt I could finish. The pirate shirt, I'm still felling all those seams. Well, that long seam. And that's gonna take forever, but here we are. So I can't do anything more about that. Like, there's just a lot of hand sewing, and I'm a slow hand sewer, so that's gonna take a long while. But I do have, actually, no, let me take you with me. So I have all these previous projects that I could be finishing. And this one, yes, here we go. This is the shirt formerly known as my favorite hoodie. This is a kimono that's gonna happen at some point. And what do we have in door number 3? That's knitting. We won't be doing anything with knitting. And that's a t-shirt quilt waiting to happen. And thus we come here. There is a whole wide world of fabric just waiting to be used. This thing here is going to be my new favorite hoodie, although I have concerns about this one as well, being too thin to use as a hoodie material. I don't know. There's this lovely thing of embroidered edge, such wool, such wool, mini wool, and lots of different shirt fabrics. So I don't know. So this is my dilemma. There are so many possible projects that I could be working on. Oh, and there's in the corner, there's a Victorian bicycle bloomer mock-up that has been in the corner for things that it did. It knows what it did. But maybe now is the time to pull that project out again, because that thing has massive pockets, like massive, 2 pockets, and they're big enough to fit a paperback at least in without anyone noticing. I'm here for that size pocket. So yeah. Do I work on things? Do I not work on things? Do I start a new project? Do I finish old projects? To be or not to be? To take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them. I don't think I'd make a great Hamlet. Anyway, I think I do have all the materials for the pajamas. So if I make the pajamas now, I wouldn't have to put away the serger or my sewing machine. I could just let them hang out. Well, no. I still have to cut the fabric, don't I? So I'd have to put them away anyway. Yeah. So I think the best thing at this point might be to just start working on old projects and try to finish them. And that way, perhaps I will be able to make things happen, and then next Monday start a new project. And hopefully by then I will have finished all but the pirate shirt, because the pirate shirt is not going to get finished this week, no matter how many other projects I finish. Yes, this is a good plan. Let us finish all the projects. I'll see you on the other side. I have made a grave error. I picked up the package. It had everything that I had ordered, but I realized that I had ordered the wrong size grommet. I ordered the grommets with 5 millimeters diameter in between the different edges on the inside, and I meant to order the ones with 11 millimeters on the inside diameter. So these will definitely be useful for corsets, but not for hoodies. So I've spent basically the entire evening ordering notions of all kinds and trying to make sure that I would not find myself in this situation again. But we will see. I ordered so many zippers, like seriously. Plus the 11 millimeter grommets. The order did, however, have the foldable elastic. So now I need to decide whether or not I want to, or whether I want to fold it so that the shiny side is on the outside, or so that the matte side is on the outside. But I think I'm going to decide that tomorrow. I am having some amount of decision fatigue right now, so it would be very nice not to have to decide things. In other news, I decided to get back to my rainbow petticoat, tulle petticoat. So I have my tools here. I've got, well, satin bias tape. I have the skirt piece that everything attaches to. It has an elastic on the inside, on the waistband. And now I just basically, I'm going to do this to all of them, which is I'm attaching the bias tape to the matching tulle piece, and then I think I'm going to gather them individually and sew them individually onto the skirt piece. And yeah, I'm going to French hem the other ones as well on the side seam, on the one side seam that they're gonna have. And yeah, although I have this sort of, it's not really a problem but it kind of is, because on top of the traditional LGBTQ rainbow flag, I also got myself teal and a pink tulle with matching bias tape for both. So I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to add these two pieces that don't really belong there, but they're so pretty and I like them. So yeah, I don't know. This this petticoat, it's not really a pattern, it's more of a recipe. Rock and Roll Bride, the site Rock and Roll Bride, and that's basically it. It's yeah, it's a very simple tutorial to a very basic tulle petticoat that will also just rock your world. Because who doesn't want a multicolored petticoat? Sorry, multicolored tulle petticoat. Anyway, I really should be working now. I need to do so much more before today is done. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And I will see you tomorrow, probably finishing the Banksia. Won't that be fun? Good afternoon. It is time to return to the Banksia, to finish the Banksia. I've been doing some of the work over the day, and I don't know if the edge is really so lumpy, or if I'm doing something wrong with the insertion of this bias elastic, but it kind of looks terrible is what I'm saying. I've watched Muna and Broad's, one of their designers has or rather the brand has a YouTube channel that is, she shows you how to put on the bias fold over elastic. That's the word I'm looking for. And hers looks so neat and shiny and good, and mine looks lumpy. Lumpy is the only word that I can come up with for this. And I can't even raise this thing to show you because it's attached to my machine right now, and I don't want to take it out of my machine because that way lies madness. I've been doing this during meetings today, so at least hopefully I will at some point be able to finish this and just be done with this thing. In theory, I love it. In practice, this fold over elastic is driving me nuts. I don't know. I don't know how to make it work with me and not against me. Although it's elastic, so working against me is kind of what it does. Anyway, whatever the case, I am determined to finish this thing, and that means finishing the fold over elastic And whatever else happens, I am pretty sure that I can finish this, at least most of this today. And after that, it's tool time. So, yeah, tool time sounds good. Fun. Actually, no, it doesn't. What am I saying? It does not sound fun, because tool time means that I will be trying to wrangle a bias tape onto tool, and tool is not favorable to such endeavors. I miss working with wool. I really, really miss working with wool. I think the next new project is going to be pants or trousers, what have you. The things that go on the outside of your legs to be worn as clothing outside in the world. Things of that nature without elastic. I don't want to see anything elastic in the next project. That sounds like a good time. It really does. So yes, wool trousers. That sounds like a good time. I'll see you on the other side. Happy Saturday! It is getting late, to be honest. It is May, the 1st of May, which is also the International Day of Workers. Everywhere, workers unite. It is a national holiday in Finland, except this year it's a Saturday, so for most people it doesn't actually affect anything today, except that it's good to remind yourself that workers have a lot of power if they unite. Pro-union here. Anyway, I have a little more way to go on the Banksia tank. I am almost done. I just need to cover or finish one more edge and then add, there goes my pattern, add a hem, and then I'm done with this particular project, which is awesome because there's so much else to do. In the meanwhile, it is also Me Made May. I am actually going to try to take part this year. It's the first time that I'm trying to take part in Me Made May. I've technically had enough clothes that I've made to participate at least in some fashion, like for example one a week or what have you, for many years, because I have been knitting for myself for a long time and I have quite a few sweaters piled up. But this is the first year that I am actually participating with sewn garments, so that's exciting, at least for me. This current shirt, it's a boat-necked raglan. I have no idea where I got the pattern for it. I found this shirt in my works in progress pile. I think in January, something like that. Yeah, I found this shirt in January, and I think it just needed a hem or something. No, it had a hem because I don't remember making this hem. I have no idea why it wasn't finished. Maybe I did hem it. I can't remember. Anyway, it was almost finished, but not quite. So I finished it. Now I'm wearing it, and I actually love it. This here, I don't know how that happened. It's not pretty. That's what happened there. It's not pretty. But I'm wearing it because finished is better than perfect, and I'm gonna stand by that. And I'm gonna try to wear at least one garment that I've made every day in May, and I think that's going to be a fun challenge to try to make happen. In the meanwhile, I do need to finish the Banksia. So turns out attaching the foldable elastic is not as easy as I thought it would be. So here we have, there we go. Here we have an example of just how off it can look. Come on. Anyway, that's the one that I sewed on so that I folded it over. I pressed it, folded over, and then sewed it all in one go. And this is, come on, focus here. So this part is an example of how it looks when I sewed it in two goes. So I first sewed it in so that it was attached roughly, the foldable part meeting the edge of the thing with the thing. Anyway, that is neater, although it's still not terribly neat. I don't know. Maybe I need to be sewing in a wider zigzag or something, because it does look like the zigzag might need to be wider in order to do the thing that it needs to do. In any case, the finish is nicer, even if it's, well, you can see here, it's very billowy is not the word. Roily is probably not the right word either. It's something is what it is. So I'm still gonna do it this way for the other one as well, because I think the finish is actually better. I think that I might actually have to take the neckband out and redo it. I don't know. I really don't want to. It's such a pain in the ass pain in the patella to undo the zigzag on this elastic. But there are definitely places here that will start unraveling the fabric if left as is, and also probably the finishing, like here. That is definitely going to come undone. So yeah, I think I may have to take it out and redo it. Anyway, I'm going to neaten the edge of the last edge. I know words. I am a writer, a professionally paid writer, in English no less. Anyway, it's time to get sewing because this thing is going down. I am not dragging this out for another week because there are other things I need to complete. Because if I don't have enough stuff to wear for Me Made May, I will be very sad. Although I'm trying very hard not to stress myself out about it. Especially since, so at the end of this month, I'm going to take a certification exam for my job. And I am slightly stressed about it because it is, at least from what I hear, it is a very difficult exam. So I'm trying not to add stress upon stress upon stress, which means that I do need to be careful about what kind of stress I am allowing myself to take upon for Me Made May. And I think I'm going to try to not be stressed about this particular event, even though it's a very cool event, and even though I am taking part for the first time, I am going to try to be chill about it, because that seems to be, that is the way. I'm not even sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna take this out, and after that I'm gonna sew it on again, and then I'm going to finish that last raw edge, and then I'm going to add a I'm going to add a hem of some sort, and then I will be done. And I will see you on the other side. Good evening. Basically, I failed. I did finish on unpicking the edge of the neckline this morning during our customary morning breakfast movie. But I failed at basically doing any other sewing today. I've got a cold. I'm pretty sure it's a cold and not the other one. Mostly because I've got my vaccine, so it's harder for me to get, and the vaccine is it is just shy of 2 weeks, so maybe. I don't think so. I only have a low-grade fever and a little bit of coughing, a little bit of sore throat, a lot of sneezing, and phlegm. Don't need to go into that too deep. Anyway, I think it's mostly the fever that has me very tired, and it's just I am very tired, so it's been hard to focus, and I spent like half the day in bed. I was writing a blog post actually, so that that was fun. Anyway, yeah, so did not manage to attach the foldable elastic to the last two places where I needed it, but I'm sure that's going to happen either tomorrow or the day after, depending on how I feel tomorrow. I had to cancel my appointment with my trainer, and I gave our housekeeper a day off because this I whatever this is, whether it's the bad thing or just a very usual cold, I don't want to give her this. So, I'd rather she have a day off. Anyway, I am going to try to at least do a little sewing tomorrow. I definitely do need to keep up the studies that I've been doing tomorrow, regardless of if I'm sick or not. So that's gonna be fun. In the meanwhile, I think this this vlog is definitely done, and I will see you next Thursday. In the meanwhile, you just do all the YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I will see you next Thursday, by which time I trust that I will be feeling a lot better.